Good evening, sir.
Hello, good evening. Ritika, how are you?
I'm good. I'm fine, sir. I'm very confused about economics and the way of starting economics.
Fine. So you started studying for economy?
So I have finished the first book, that is class 11, the CRT. I had read 2 months back, but I had just read through.
Okay.
So I can't recall everything right now. But I've started with NCRT.
Fine. For prelims, the economy is it's very basic, and for mains, it is completely different. For mains, if you go through the syllabus, there are certain topics on economy. Let me show you that syllabus, then I will explain to you what exactly how you need to study for that. Just give this minute.
Okay.
Have you gone through the syllabus? What are the topics in the syllabus, Ritika?
Yes, I have gone through the syllabus. So it starts with Indian economy, issues related to planning development.
Right.
Then there is I don't have the syllabus in front of me right now. As I can remember, issues related to planning development. There is infrastructure. One second. Diversity, internal security, and all of this.
Okay, fine. Can you see the syllabus on your screen now? It's visible?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So let's GS paper 3. Right. So what is the topic here? That you don't need to refer to any books for GS paper 3. Like for prelims, yes. For prelims exam point of view, we need to study the Indian economic development, some NCRT, some concepts like what is GDP, what is inflation, what is balance of payment, or what is monetary policy, and the questions which are being asked in prelims, that we need to do basics. But for mains, economy is very easy. So what is the first topic? That Indian economy and issues related to planning. So when you are making the notes, you just need to make a notes. अब आपको notes कैसे बनाने? First topic is what is Indian economy. First you will make a notes on Indian economy. So what here you will do? What are the features of Indian economy? You will make a basic notes. What are the features of Indian economy? Like Indian economy is a agrarian economy. Indian economy is a mixed economy. Indian economy, you can say it is underdeveloped economy. There are certain issues like Indian economy, what and Indian features of Indian economy. Then what are the challenges in front of the Indian economy currently? You just make one page, features of Indian economy. It is a mixed economy. In Indian economy is a socialist economy. In Indian economy, it is agrarian based economy. It is underdeveloped economy. Right? So these are the features you will write it up. Second, what are the current challenges in front of the Indian economy? Like there are around 7 to 8 challenges in front of the Indian economy. Like for example, there is a growth deceleration. There is high unemployment, there is high inflation, there is high informal sector. The Indian economy is an informal economy, right? You know that only around 10 to 12% people are working in formal sector. Around 80 to 90% of economic activity in India is happening in informal sector. So ये India के economy के कुछ features. There are certain features of this Indian economy, and there are certain challenges in front of the Indian economy currently. Currently, there is growth slowdown, there is high inflation, there is unemployment, there is, you can say, manufacturing sector में हमारा उतना ज़्यादा manufacturing नहीं हो रहा है. These are all certain challenges in front of the Indian economy. There is high import, there is less export. These are the certain challenges. Now, ये basic notes आपको बनाना है. अब उसके बाद if any particular feature of the Indian economy or if any particular challenge of the Indian economy is discussed more or that is being debated more, then you need to, like for example, if there is a topic, here you can see Indian economy issues related to planning. Now what are the issues planning? Like basic में आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? Next topic is what is planning. So what is the purpose of planning? How in India the planning took place from 1950 to 1990? How the planning is changing in India? Because economy is all about economic planning. Planning matlab kya? What we do in planning? In planning we try to mobilize our resources.
Yes.
Through planning we try to grow our economy. Through planning we try to develop. We try to do the development, and through planning we try to employ. Now, what you need to study here, what are the issues associated with the growth of the Indian economy? Like, अब planning हम जब कर रहे हैं, मतलब अब what you are doing, like in planning, we are trying to mobilize our resources. So in mobilization of resources, basic notes क्या होंगे? That what are the resources, what are the types of resources, and then what are the issues associated with the mobilization of those resources? Like, what are the issues associated with the mobilization of material resource? What are the issues associated with the mobilization of capital resource? What are the issues associated with the mobilization of human resource, and how the now earlier this planning was done by planning commission, but now it is being done by PI. So as a UPSC aspirant, what you need to know, try to understand here. First, you need to know what are the features of Indian economy. Second, why Indian economy remain underdeveloped? Because there is no proper mobilization of resources. There is no economic growth in India. There is no proper development. There is no proper employment. Right. So what Niti Aayog is doing, to address these problems, like what Niti Aayog is doing for the economic growth, what Niti Aayog is doing to reduce inflation, what Niti Aayog is doing that, and as well as what initiatives are being taken by the government for addressing those challenges. Like one of the important challenge, whatever the challenges are there in front of the Indian economy, you can't write it in one day. Like as you read newspaper, every day you will come across various challenges. Like someday you might read that there is some problem in the Indian banking sector. There is some problem, in the currency value. Indian rupee is depreciating. Like when you're writing the challenges in front of the Indian economy, you will write it out. Like आज news आई है, India के रुपए की value compared to dollar कम हो चुकी है. There is a huge depreciation of Indian rupee compared to dollar. This is a problem. This is a challenge. Like then you need to know why this problem is there, why the India's rupee compared to dollar is less, and what are the challenge, what are the problems, and how this can be done, and what government is doing, and what Niti Aayog will suggest. So जहाँ पे Niti Aayog क्यों है? Because here what you will do, try to understand. Here you will understand the basic problems and basic challenges of Indian economy. Here how Niti Aayog is trying to address those problems. What is the role of Niti Aayog in addressing those challenges and those problems, and mobilization of resources. That what now mobilization of resources topic study in detail. What are the types of resources and what are the problems associated with the mobilization of resources? Then growth. Now, while you are studying growth topic, you will study what do you mean by growth. What do you mean by growth? What is the difference between growth and development? And how growth is linked with employment, like how GDP growth lead to development and how GDP growth will lead to employment. That's what basic we need to know. And what are the current challenges in front of the economic growth of India? अभी आप न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ोगे तो आपको पता चल जाएगा कि इंडिया की इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ कम हो चुका है. So why the Indian economy is growing slow? And what government is trying to reduce our economic growth? Now, what are the developmental issues in India, and what Niti Aayog is doing, and what government is doing? Why there is high unemployment in India? Now, what Niti Aayog is planning, what government is doing? That's what you need to know. So all these topics are interconnected in each other. So first you will study what is Indian economy and features of Indian economy. What are the current challenges of? Simply you can Google. You don't need to refer any book for this topic. You just need to simply Google it. That what are the features of Indian economy? Google में जो भी आएंगे वो आपको देखना है. Second, what are the issues associated with the planning in India? You will simply search it and you will do it, right? Then mobilization of resources. What are the problems associated? What are the issues associated with the mobilization of resources in India? So when you are studying, you come to know that there is material resource, there is human resource, there is capital resource. What are the issues associated with the human resource mobilization? सबसे पहले तो what is mobilization of resources ये आपको समझना है. Then what are the issues associated with that? Then growth. What are the issues related to the growth in Indian economy? and what are the issues associated with the employment in India. So that you will do it from Google, and you will do it from newspaper. When you are reading newspaper, if you come across any article that is related to the employment in India, if that is related to the economic growth problem in India, mobilization of resources के क्या challenges है, क्या problem उससे related कोई article आएगा, you will take some points and you will make a the ingredient. Now you must have realized now while writing the answer of the UPSC, you just need to have ingredients and you will write the answer as per the demand of the question. As per the demand of the question, like basic points are same, but UPSC का जो tone होता है, whatever the tone of the UPSC, you will mold that information as per the demand of the question. So as a UPSC aspirant, what you are supposed to do, Ritika, that you are not making the final dish now. You will be ready with your ingredient, right? And in exam hall, as per the demand of the question, you will use that ingredient and make and write the answer. Clear?
So, am I audible?
Yes. Now you are audible.
I think there's a network issue. So,
yes, Ritika, I can hear you.
I think there was a network issue. I got stuck. Wanted to ask about the NCRT. There are chapters like national income accounting. There is chapters like monetary policy. So what to do about that? Money banking? How do I incorporate those? How do I get like an understanding?
See, that NCRT and other chapters like monetary policy, balance of payment, inflation, GDP, these are related to prelims exam. If you have not done that, first you do that and then come to mains, or revise it once. Because before you preparing for this, you need to know what is growth, what is development, what is employment. First do that and then you can come. Now here UPSC, have you gone through the previous questions of mains exam, Ritika?
Yes. I was looking at it today.
Have you tried to link that how the UPSC is asking question on growth, how they're asking question on employment, how they're asking questions on the challenges of the Indian economy, how they're asking questions related to the inclusive growth?
Yes, sir.
They're not asking any questions. What is monetary policy? What is the national income? What is GDP? They're not asking what is GDP.
Yes.
Or how the GDP is calculated. Right? So they are asking challenges in front of the Indian economic growth. They are asking questions related to the issues associated with the mobilization of resources. They are asking questions related to the employment. They are asking questions related to the inclusive growth and issues arising out of it. So now when you are making notes for the mains exam, you just need to write the broader the notes, not the micro level पे जाके आपको नहीं करना. If you have done with the basics of economy, then only you do it. अगर आपका basics of economy नहीं हुआ है, या अगर if you need a revision, first do the revision and then go for making the notes for mains exam. So take 4 to 5 days, revise all basic topics like GDP, GNP, balance of payment, then monetary policies, then international trade, etc. इसको आप basic कर लीजिए, then you go for making performance. Because in mains they won't ask you what is GDP, what is inflation, all that. They will ask what are the problems of like why there is no economic growth in India, what are the issues associated with the mobilization of resources, what government is doing that is enough or not. That's what the questions are being asked in this particular topic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for the basics, shall I just refer to NCRTs only then?
Yes, you can refer Indian economic. I don't know. The problem related to the economy is that Ritika, कि NCRT के अलावा some concepts also needs to be cleared. So there is no single book where you can clear all these concepts. But still, I will try to send some documents with you. कि जहाँ पर like where you can cover it out. So if you want to read NCERT, you can read 11th standard
I
NCERT,
think
that is Indian
I'm
Economic
having
Development.
problem with the network today. I'm not being able to hear you.
Is it clear now? When it is from your end or from my end, I don't know. Am I audible to you, Ritika, now? Can you hear my voice? Hello? Hello?